Hello everyone, I'm your host Alchema, and welcome back to another episode of Morrowind. In the previous episodes, Almalexia seems to have gone a little bit egotistical, as she tried to show her divine power by causing ash storms in Mournhold. Okay, that's not very benevolent of you, as you claim to be, but alright. Today we're going to do another job for her, and it may be a task that gets us killed. It all depends on what happens.
Many blessings upon you.
I am well pleased, good and faithful servant. Are you quoting the Bible? My people look upon the elements and see there written a divine testament to my lordship. Did ever any other god display such dominion over the earth and sky? Probably a Daedra. But now, with a heavy heart, I must lay a sad burden upon you. I bid you bring peace, the peace of understanding, to my missing hand. She's very hard to read, literally, in today's episode. One of my most faithful guards, one of my very own hands of Almalexia, pledged to honor and protect and serve me in all ways, has lost his mind. Salus Valor has abandoned me and now spews vile and slanderous untruths about me to any who would listen. I pity him and know he is not responsible for his actions. To view the splendor of a god may drive even the strongest mortal mad, but now he presents a threat to us, and he is very dangerous. I fear you may not be able to spare his life. Oh, great. Now Salus Valor haunts the streets and sewers of Mournhold. His wild, distracted manner frightens the people, but even my ordinators are afraid to confront so terrible a weapon master and war wizard. I beg you, seek out Salus Valor. Relieve us of this threat to my beloved people, and bring peace to my sacred city of Mournhold. Okay. The hands of Almalexia are my personal guard, pledged to honor and protect and serve me in all ways. Their bodies and souls are buttressed, I don't know what that word means, by my divine favor. Their armor and weapons are imbued with glory by my touch. On the face of Tamriel there are no more terrible warriors than my hands of Almalexia. Salus Valor was once my most trusted hand and faithful servant, but recently his behavior has been erratic. He has been quiet and unresponsive. I am afraid I may have allowed him to come too close. It is impossible that a mortal and a god might meet on equal ground, but perhaps he had deluded himself. I regret his lamentable state, and I'm sorry that I may have been partly responsible for his condition. She's not going to give me any other information on him. No, he's not going to help me. Okay, well I think that this guy is in God's reach. So, God's reach is where we're going to start. Actually, that might be him right there. It is! Okay, that was...
You're her new dog.
Oh boy, this is not going to go well. I'm going to do a quick save, and now let's talk to him.
You Inma.
Okay, we're not going to talk to him, we're going to fight him. So, she has sent you for me. Now you are her favorite. How convenient. Whichever of us dies, she will be well pleased. And if both of us die, so much the better. Well, I am content. Perhaps this is how it was meant to end. I ask the forgiveness of all the gods and spirits, whoever they may be, and you too might make your peace with your gods, because at least one of us will not live to see another sunset. Hopefully that will be you. Let's go! Alright, so, one of the toughest guys in the game, probably. Okay, at least he's not doing major damage to me. I like that effect of him being under Chameleon spell. Okay, but he's doing a lot of damage. I should probably heal up. Let's see, where's my custom restore health? Here we go. This one's got a little bit more weight to it. There we go. Come on. Come on, get him. Am I not stabbing him anymore? I'm about to die. I'm about to die. Keep on healing, keep on healing. Excuse me. And, okay. Oh, yeah, alright. He seems to be recovering health as well. That's not good for me. Okay, that's... Come on. Don't I have any arrows equipped? Why do I not have any arrows equipped? Probably because I ran out. Okay. There we go. That might be the safest thing to do. He seems to be moving really slow. Also, he's reflecting my enchantments back at me, which might be a reason why I was about to die. And another one. And then one more. Gotcha. Journal updated. Oh boy. He had a lot of good stuff on him. Let's see what all he had. Ooh. Apparently he's been hurting my strength as well. Alright. Her dart. Wow, okay. That's important. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Her ebony scimitar, which is pretty good. Let's see. Highest damage is 43 and a weight of 40. 43 and a weight of 40. Weight of 40 and 50. As far as damaging enchantments, that's only poison. That might be better than my current weapon. I don't know. I'll think about it. Her hands boots. Fortify agility. Her hands cuirass. That's a weight of 90. Wow. Okay, I might not be able to carry everything out of here. Fortify heavy armor, but yeah, it's special, so I'll take it. Her hands grease. Okay, it's fortify medium armor and it's a heavy armor. Alright. Her hands helmet, which is reflect. That's pretty good. Her hands left gauntlet. Fortify strength by 5. I think my left gauntlet is better. Right gauntlet is fortify attack, resist poison by 5%, and resist paralysis by 5%. All of it is heavy armor. Looks like he has a unique hair too. But yeah, okay, we'll just dispose of his corpse. Well, how much weight did that give me? Too much! Okay, I'm gonna have to fight with my inventory to see if I can carry everything out of here, which I would like to do, and that might be the best thing is to start repairing some stuff. So I'm going to do some inventory fighting for a little bit, and then I'll see you guys whenever I figure everything out. Also, by the way, we should not be wearing the helmet or the cuirass in the presence of other Armalexia guards, because they will see that, get offended, and attack us. The same thing goes for the guards at Vivek. So that's something we can't do. Alright, give me a moment to sort all this out. Okay, somehow I got it all sorted out.
Many blessings upon you, my loyal servant.
Really, what I really did is I just dumped it in our little storage corner, and I'll pick it up some other time. Oh, Alexia, have you eliminated the threat of my poor, mad, missing hand and brought peace to Mournhold? Yes, I did. Salas Valor is gone. And you have nothing more to say about it. Oops, too far. Salas Valor is dead. The pain is almost more than I can bear, but you have served me faithfully, and it is in my mind to grant you a divine blessing. Would you like skin as tough as iron? Would you like my protection against paralyzing terror? Or would you wish to always bask in warm comfort of my reflected glory? Quick now, choose. You must not keep your deity waiting. Skin like iron, protection against paralysis, warm reflected glory. Nothing for me right now, but thanks. Actually, if we choose that, we get no reward for this. But let's see here. This one, her iron skin, gives you a constant 5-point bonus to unarmored, plus light, medium, and heavy armor. This is an ability rather than a spell, so it will boost skills above 100. These are all permanent, by the way. Protection against paralysis gives you resist paralysis by 20%. This one is a constant fortify health by 10 points, so you get a permanent 10-point boost to your health. Okay, that doesn't really seem like very much. But let's see. I was originally thinking to get constant resist paralysis because that's annoying to deal with. And then fortify health, though, now that I think about it, I have been saying that our health has been a little absurdly low. So maybe the health would be better. But we don't face that many enemies which are capable of paralyzing us or able to reflect the Hunter's Spear enchantment back at us. I mean, the last guy we just now fought was a reflector, so he could have done that, but I think what I'm going to do is get a constant fortify health, and that will be effective against all enemies. I was seriously considering resist paralysis until I went over all these again and double thought about it, but yeah. Let's do fortify health. I bless you with my gift and mark you as my own. Be ever faithful in your service, and you may expect more generous rewards. Ta-da! Fortify health by 10 points. So what's our health at now? 333. That seems like it should be a number I recognize. Well, we're pretty far off from improving our level. And our endurance still needs to go up. Well, we've got plenty of time in this episode. We aren't going to be able to finish the next quest, but the next quest is pretty cool, so let's go ahead and jump into this one. Welcome, Kevin. It is time we talked of greater themes. I have watched you since your arrival in Vardenfell, and you have been a strong and faithful servant to me. None but the Nerevar could have succeeded as you have. How long I have waited for this. My Nerevar returned to me at last. I have watched from my temple as others have made the claim, and I have seen them fall. I believe now that you are the one who was prophesied. Good. Glad to know that we have your approval on this. Not someone I'd really care about, but yay. I believe you now to be the Nerevar. Though I have watched others come and go, my belief is that you are the child of prophecy. The time has come for you to reclaim your station. Together we can unite Morrowind once again, free from the Imperial yoke. Okay. For years the Chimer and the Dwemer had been at war. The Dwemer spurned the Daedra that the Chimer worshipped, instead placing their faith in their metal creations. It was only when the Nords invaded Resdayn that the two nations were able to join as one, under the leadership of our Nerevar and the dwarf King Dumac. In time, the two generals became blood friends, and on the day that Nerevar and I were wed, Dumac presented us with twin blades, Hope's Fire and True Flame. That sounds awesome! But I haven't heard anything about that until now. Each was a magnificent blade, the pinnacle of Dwemer craftsmanship. Their blades burned with an unearthly fire, and the sight of them struck fear into our enemies. My blade has been kept safe, but not so True Flame, the blade of Nerevar. It was lost at the Battle of Red Mountain. I never found it in Dagoth Ur, though. The blade of Nerevar. In the battle beneath Red Mountain, True Flame was shattered, the flame extinguished, and in the confusion, the pieces lost. It is time for you, Nerevar, to remake the blade and take your place by my side once again. I have only one, which I now give to you. Through my magic, I have been able to determine that the other pieces of the blade are nearby. Find the other two pieces of the blade and forge the blade anew. Only you may accomplish this, Nerevar. Broken Dwemer blade piece has been added to your inventory. Nice! A unique Dwemer weapon. Fit for a god. That's pretty awesome. This is one of the, I think, the best rewards of the Tribunal quest, and it's the reward that I remember the most vividly as being so much fun. So, pieces of the blade and forge the blade anew. Nope, not that one. As I said, they are nearby. Look to those in the city that you know and trust for guidance. Find those who would have use for items such as this. Prove your mettle to me, Nerevar, and soon we will stand together once again. And about forging it anew? The best weaponsmiths in all of Tamriel reside in my city. When you have recovered the pieces of the blade, seek out the finest among these craftsmen and press him into our service. Okay, there is a craftsman's hall, so it shouldn't be that hard to find. I find a number of them in my fair city. It was these artisans who built the city from ruins under my guidance. This glorious temple was erected by men and men of stout heart and strong faith. If any in this land can forge that blade, they'll be found in my city. Cool. Alright, that sounds like a good plan to me. So I am not going to check the walkthrough for this quest. Instead, I think it would be more fun to try to find it on our own. And I think I know where we could find those pieces.
If she still can.
Well said, well said. Better than your last one. If you've heard the latest rumors, perhaps blah blah blah. Okay, I'm not going to ask you about latest rumors right now. I'm looking for... Okay, we can't really ask her about the pieces. Go figure. Then again, pieces of the blade. Maybe we should start in the Craftsman's Hall. You're kind of wandering away there, aren't you? Stay here in your apprenticeship.
Custom offer. I'm the one you want.
You seem to be enjoying the Dark Brotherhood armor I sold you. Hey, Bulls. Do you know anything about the blade pieces? What should I ask about? Nothing. What's this locked door? Behind my locked door? A trapdoor? What are you doing? I don't know anything about a trapdoor. Oh, that trapdoor! Don't know anything about it. Never opened it. Was here when I got here. Why would I lie about a thing like that? Okay, yeah. Oh, wait a second. Maybe the orc would know something. Orcs are pretty good armorers. What do you want? I'm here to make weapons, not to chat. Okay. You're looking for someone to make a blade? I can make anything. Tell me what you need and I can forge the blade. I'm that good. You betcha. Can you make That one? I can make any blade you want. Don't care whose it was to start with or who this Nerevar is. He's apparently very intelligent. Bring me the pieces and I'll put it together better than it was before. To work with that kind of material, I'll work for free, but I'll need the pieces first. Now go away. Okay, then. And you don't know anything about that stuff. Okay, well, I know one person who might have some good artifacts. Or at least someone who would be collecting artifacts. I think that they are in God's Reach. Yeah, the Museum of Artifacts. Tarossa Aram.
To the Morrowind Museum of Artifacts.
This place is really cool. One of my lifelong goals has been to fill this thing up with everything, but I don't know how possible that is. Greetings, I'm Tarossa Aram, curator of the Morrowind Museum of Artifacts. What can you tell me about the Museum of Artifacts? There it is up here. The museum is privately funded and is an effort to collect and display many of the artifacts from this part of the world. Should you want to sell something you feel the museum would be interested in, bring the item here and we can assess its value. Be warned, however, that theft is a serious matter and likely to equal a death warrant for any foolish enough to attempt it. Yeah, don't steal anything from here. The museum is interested in purchasing unique artifacts from all over Morrowind. If you have anything you might have an interest in, we can discuss the specifics. I can tell you up front that the museum is willing to offer half the total value of any artifact sold up to 30,000 gold. We do have a limited budget, you see. So I'm looking for pieces of Nerevar's blade. Would you happen to know anything about it? The pieces of the blade of Nerevar here in Morrowind. Now there's something I'd like to get my hands on for the museum. I can't say that I have seen any that I know of, but I do have one piece from roughly the same time, and it seems to be of Dwemer construction. Do tell. I don't even have it on display because I haven't been able to positively identify it yet. It's a shield of Dwemer make, but not traditional in any sense of the word. The pieces of it just don't seem to match, and I've wondered if it isn't some sort of a fake. I suppose I might be able to part with it, but I'll need some compensation. Such as? I'm always looking for new pieces for the Museum of Artifacts. Unique items, armor, and weapons of lore. You know the stuff. If you would be willing to donate a couple to the museum, I'd be willing to part with a shield. Okay. Bring me a couple quality pieces and I'll be able to help you, friend. So, that's the plan. We need to donate an artifact. I did not see you there. That is freaky creepy. Is there another one on the other side? Yeah, there is. Okay. So we need to donate an artifact to this museum. But here's the thing. It needs to be an artifact that we don't want. And ideally, it would be the cheapest artifact that we can get our hands on. That might be fun to read. You could probably see a few of them in the dialogue box options that we had there. Very limited budget. But we need to find something to donate. And they only have one thing on display, which is pretty cool, but it's a weapon that honestly very much sucks. Stendarr's hammer. It weighs 1,000 pounds. It only has a, where is it? Where's the condition is only 100. So if you strike somebody once with this thing, it's pretty much going to break instantly. And it does do a lot of damage, but even so, yeah, it may not be a good idea to use this. Still, damage health and damage fatigue, that's pretty good, but even so, it weighs 1,000 pounds and it's going to break one time, so yeah, don't bother stealing that thing, that would just be stupid. We could probably go down here and ask her about it, actually. Tarossa, what can you tell me about Stendarr's hammer? Is it in here? There it is. Rumor has it the god of justice himself wielded this hammer. I am inclined to believe it, as none less than the god could ever hope to raise the thing, let alone swing it. It took 4 men just to lift it onto the podium for display. Tough podium to be able to support it, and you put it on the top floor. This place had better be very well supported, my gosh. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. In between episodes, I am going to go through some information for this quest and find what I think would be the best thing to donate to the museum. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but that's what we'll be doing at the start of next episode. Thanks everybody for joining me for this one. Come back next time, and we will have 2 pieces of the Blade of Nerevar. Hopefully. Assuming the one she talks about was authentic. See you then, everyone. Take care.